What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of Beyond the Gates. Listen, this whole episode was filled with nothing but audacity. People in this episode had nothing but fucking audacity. First of all, Tyrell. Boy. We are black. Do you see this? We are black folk. We don't just invite people to our home that we met off the internet, okay? Because you played online chess with this man. Oh, I've known him for weeks. So you invite him to the house because you played online with him for weeks? I wouldn't give a damn if you known that man since Jurassic Park. No, you don't invite no damn stranger into your home. Are you crazy, boy? The way I would have went upside his noggin. This hand would have definitely just right upside his fucking head. Like, you don't do that dumb shit. Like, I wouldn't care if you knew that man since BC. You don't invite that man into your home. You just, that's some shit that you just don't do. Like, he stayed trying to come at Martin. I understand he doesn't understand what's going on because Martin is not telling him what's going on for obvious reasons, for good reason. Because he's still a teenager. You don't need to know grown people business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to know. But Martin and Smitty should have taught him better about how to handle stranger danger. Like, they should have put him more on alert because Tyrell seems like a very smart kid, but he doesn't seem very street smart. He's very book smart, like a nerd. He ain't got no street in him, which is understandable because he didn't grow up on the street. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, far as I know, you know what I'm saying? You didn't grow up on the street. You grew up in the suburbs, nice living, comfortable living. You don't know street life. Understandable. But he should know a little bit of something. Like, you just don't be inviting strange people into your house, especially when you are a part of a very high profile family. You don't do that. Like, you got grandparents, great grandparents, aunts, uncles, whatever, who are high profile. You have to be careful who you meet on the internet. Even if you were not high profile, you still have to be very careful who the hell you meet on the internet. I don't give a damn. You got to be careful. Even in person, you have to be careful. I don't care if you're walking through the mall. Be careful of people's intentions. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's intentions are not pure. Like, he's sitting here, basically saying Smitty's the cool parent and Martin is the one that overreacts. That may be so. Because he's not totally lying about that. Martin can be an ass. He can be. But this boy needs to be more careful of who he meets and who he invite over to the house. Like, you can't just be doing that. This is a grown man. A grown racist man. Like, you don't just be inviting folk over. And here go this bastard Kenneth. He talking about, I told you about pulling a fast one. Now I ain't got no money. Now I want double the money by sunrise. I want double the pay. And did he have the audacity to call Martin uppity? If you don't get your racist ass on somewhere, the way I would have put both my feet up his ass, I swear to God, he would have been walking around with 4 feet. 2 on his feet and 2 on his ass. I swear to God. Like, the way I would have hurt him, calling somebody uppity. Take your racist butt on. Martin got a big problem on his hand. Like, the fixers, I thought the OGs was going to get this handled. I really did. The OGs fumbled. Because this man he's an even bigger problem than before. And Joey sitting over here trying to get a hold of fucking Randy ass. Bitch, Randy done took some of the money. Randy done took some of the damn money out of Joey bag and hauled ass. This man done threw the phone in the trash, so now Joey can't get a hold of him. He done cut and ran. Joey, put some people on him. Joey, at this point, he got to put some people on his ass. Like, put some of your most dangerous people on Randy, because he got to go. He done fumbled, okay? You can't have scary people working for you. Like, you just cannot. And they got bigger problems on their hand. Like, he tried to call Bill. Bill ass ain't picking up that phone. Martin done went to see Bill and let him know, like, fool, y'all didn't handle shit, okay? Because this man is a big problem. Y'all didn't get the shit done. Bill basically told Martin, listen, shut your ass up, go home. I got this. Let me do my damn work. Okay, let me fix this. Well, you the fixer, fix it. Shit, you didn't fix it the first time. That's why we in this damn predicament. Handle it. Like, Bill is a scary dude when he want to be, but there's been a couple loopholes with him because I'm like, first you was supposed to handle the whole Leslie situation that came back to bite people in the ass 20 plus years later. You was supposed to handle this shit from 2 years ago. 2 years later, that came and bit people in the ass. Like, y'all got to get together and handle this. Like, this is too many loose ends coming back to bite you. Get it together. Get it together. Like, Martin is so over it at this point. So Bill called Joey. He told Joey what happened. Joey was pissed. Joey said, that motherfucker's still alive. Yeah, your man fucked up. Get it together. Fix this nonsense. Joey was pissed. Bill said, listen, I don't want to hear it. Take care of this shit. Bill was like, take care of it and take care of it now. We got problems. Handle this. So anyway, Danny bring her ass over to Bill and Haley house with a sweet potato pie. I wouldn't eat that shit because it looked good, but I wouldn't eat that. I'm sorry, but no. I wouldn't eat no type of food, nothing that Danny brought over. Absolutely not. So Danny came over there, and this is where the audacity comes in. Because Haley is blaming Danny for her being put in the hospital and almost losing her quote unquote baby. I'm like, I knew they was gonna blame Danny for it, but how the fuck, logically speaking, how is that Danny for it? You came to her house because you were insecure about your marriage. Nobody told you to come to Danny's house. You came knocking on her door. If you wouldn't have went over there, more than likely you wouldn't have went to the hospital. I'm just saying. And Bill had more audacity. Bill sitting there talking about you need to give my wife an apology and mean it, or take your little bougie ass up out of here. I am so glad Danny turned around and walked out, because if I was Danny, I would have never went there in the first place. Danny really need to leave Bill and Haley the fuck alone at this point. Like, why does she keep subjecting herself to their disrespect and their audacity? Like, why? Because Bill is making it very clear that he wants to be with Haley, so let him do that. And if Haley is playing him, let her play him. Danny doesn't owe Bill shit at this point. She owes that man zilch. Like, she owes him nothing. If Haley is playing him, let his dumb ass get played. Simple as that. Like, Haley sitting there talking about was she always this crazy and stuff like that? No, he was like, hey, listen, her crazy was kind of an aphrodisiac for me. He was like, that shit was kind of like a turn on for him back in the day. I bet it was. Bill ain't lying though, because some people who are a little crazy, it is a turn on to an extent, but you got to know when to dial that shit back though. You can't be that crazy. But yeah, I just wish Danny would just let him be. Leave that man alone. Stop popping up at his door, please. Like, seriously, just leave him be. So anyway, Jacob and Smitty over there at the police station, they talking and whatnot, still comparing notes about the payments and all that type of stuff. And the coincidences and Vernon now being involved. So they trying to piece all this together. And of course, Malone come walking up. He was like, shit, you still over here trying to find dirt? You still trying to find dirt for your little profile and stuff? So basically after he sent Smitty off, he told Jacob, telling Jacob, I'm gonna tell you the truth about the $5,000 payment and the $500,000 payment. So according to him, that was an inheritance. Marcel must think we boo-boo the fool. What inheritance? From who? I highly doubt that man had anybody in his family that had $500,000. I don't believe that. Do I got boo-boo the fool written on my forehead? I don't think so. Like, sir, come do better. Ain't nobody buying that bullshit you selling. We're not buying it. Go on somewhere with that nonsense. Because he know good and well. Ain't nobody leave him no $500,000. Go somewhere with that. He know he telling tales. He know he telling it. It's only a matter of time though. They're gonna piece all this together and they're gonna get him. Because even Jacob not buying that whole inheritance story, because he was like, that's gonna be hard to prove. He was like, I know he been up in my bank account. Somebody been rummaging through my bank account. You damn right. Because your ass is dirty and you up to something. So they gonna put all the pieces together. They gonna fit it. And when they do, it's gonna be a hot mess, because the charges, the stuff that's gonna have to go down with the media, and you know how the Duprees are. They do not like bad press. It's gonna be a hot ass mess, but I really hope Smitty makes it through, because like I said, Smitty is dealing with some dangerous folk. Like, he got to make it through this. Like, come on now, Smitty. I hope he pulled through, because these some bad folk. But anyway, moving on from that. It was so good to see Chenise in a personal setting, like her just chilling at Uptown, not at work. You know, we got to see her personality more, you know, outside of the clock. I like it. You know, and I actually liked her and Derek together. Derek is way more interesting with Chenise than he ever was with Ashley. And you want to know the funny shit? We learned way more about Derek in this moment with Chenise than we ever knew about him the entire time he was with Ashley. Like, we literally knew nothing about Derek when he was with Ashley. But we learned way more in just the 5 minutes on a date that he's been with Chenise. Like, we found out why he became a fireman. You know what I'm saying? Like, what drove him to become that. I was like, damn, this show been on for how long now? And this the first time, this show been on for what, 5-6 months? And we just now learning about why that man became a firefighter. I said, okay. But I do like their chemistry, though. I like it. Chenise is the one that actually slid into his DMs and stuff. And come to find out, I think he said Chenise paid for dinner, too. I said, oh, no. I said, Chenise, don't do it. But, you know, he was looking forward to a second date and stuff. I said, Chenise, don't be out here paying for no dinner. I mean, I get it. You know, we in a new world where everything is 50-50 equal. I get it, but I'm a traditional person on certain things, you know, from back in the day, and one of those is dinner. You know what I'm saying? At least the first date. You know what I'm saying? I got that, you know. But it was cute. I liked their dinner date, until Ashley and Andre popped their ass up. Here we go. Another person who had nothing but audacity. Ashley come up in there ranting and raving. Like, she came up in there with a straight attitude because Derek was on a date with Chenise. Heifer, didn't you just walk in on a date? You the one that broke up with him. Or, well, he broke up with you or whatever. It don't even matter. At the end of the day, you didn't want him. So now she jealous because he moving on with his life. Ain't that what you doing? Girl, go get a seat. Go get a seat. And then got the nerve to be sitting there venting about it to Andre and stuff like that. I said, you know what? Take your ass on somewhere. I was so mad when Derek and Chenise walked up to their table to say goodnight and all that and whatnot. I said, Derek, don't even walk up to her. Keep away from her. She a dingbat. Like, actually, she got a screw loose. Because how are you mad that man moving on and you over here on the date? You got your damn nerve. Got your fucking nerve. Because no. Hell yeah, he on a date. Same way you are. Like, seriously. Same way you are, he is too. So, anyway, Andre sitting over here talking about, you know, his parents and stuff when they died and they left him all this money, and the money that he make from photography, he uses that money to donate to causes that his parents cared about, that they really loved, that they adored. And I think that's dope. You know, that is noble. That's a pretty dope thing to do. Because at least he's so financially secure thanks to his parents that he can do vanity projects and stuff that he really want to do without having to worry about paying his bills and stuff. That is dope. You know, that's a good way to live. I ain't gonna lie. But, you know, his little comments to Ashley about, you know, her being the type of person to make him want to settle down. I said, oh, hell no. I am so glad Danny walked in when she did and saw them. Danny was pissed because Andre kept pushing Danny to be exclusive. Like, he kept telling her that he wanted to be in a real relationship. He wanted to be out in public with her. So she finally gave him that. Everybody in the world now know that they've been creeping. Everybody knows. She finally went public. Brought him, you know, opened up to her family about it. And you got the nerve to sit here on a date and talking about how Ashley is the one who got you to want to settle down. At this point, I hope Danny get that man pure hell. I hope she do. I hope she unleash a fury on that boy. Like, seriously. Because that is trifling. That is so trifling. Like, if you're interested in Ashley, you should have just sat Danny down and let her know the real. Because you know how crazy Danny is. You know, and she already warned him not to play her the way she felt played by Bill. You know what that woman been through. So why would you... just dumb. Straight dumb. That was some straight foolishness on Andre part. I ain't even gonna lie. That was dumb as shit for him to do that. That was straight stupid. I'm like, Andre, you don't even know the hell you about to rain down on yourself, son. Like, you don't even know. Anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.